there are an increasingly large number of women who are just choosing not to get married and are choosing to stay single. There's a mating crisis going on, and that women who are becoming increasingly college educated and getting access to resources of their own, that they do continue to exhibit an increased preference for partners with resources. Women are what we call hypergamous, right? Which means that we like to mate up. And
Hey, off the top, man, off the top, uh, I appreciate her just telling the truth, telling the truth. And again, here's the truth of the matter: women want what they want, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Men want what they want. And so now that you hear this, this woman here telling the truth about it, um, now y'all know what's being played in the game, meaning the game of life, the game of dating, the game of relationships, the game of marriage. Um, Man, I'm gonna let her finish before I dive in, but I just want to stop right there and just say this is just what it is, man. She laid out, she's flat out laying it out there on how women move, no matter if they're single or married. That's just what it is. We're gonna continue to let her cook, man.
in terms of achievement and educational attainment. And when you have a populace like we do in the US of women who are now on average more educated than men, it makes it more difficult to find a suitable partner. If you're a woman with an advanced degree and you want somebody who has at least as much education for you, that's going to lead to a more narrow pool of mates. And in fact, what we see is that there are an increasingly large number of women who are just choosing not to get married and are choosing to stay single. And in fact, there's a wonderful book called All the Single Ladies that is about this very
Uh,
phenomenon. And women are increasingly choosing to opt out of long-term mating if they're not able to find the relationship that they want.
Man, I love when I can. It's one thing for dudes to say it, but I appreciate when another young lady who educated as well, when like I said, just straight out, just tell y'all the truth. And this is what I gotta say, right? Again, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, for a woman to be more educated, to get her bag. All that means is all the dudes who complaining, all the dudes who saying um, we don't subscribe to that. Y'all gotta step y'all game up. Either y'all gotta get more educated, y'all gotta get y'all bag up if y'all want to be able to get with these women. That's just what it is. And here's the thing: I know there's a lot of conversation around. Well, that ain't true because they out here, having babies with Poo Poo and Ray Ray, and they out here messing with these dudes. These dudes offer them something, right? A lot of them Ray Rays and Chads and all that, them dudes who ain't really own nothing, they have a great body. They in shape, right? So the women don't need their money, just like they don't really need money from any dude. I'm not saying it's every woman, but as she said, listen, women across the board are way more educated when it comes to degrees and education, right, than men. Um, and so they want a partner who can match that. And so with them getting the education comes the money behind it. So they like, look, we don't need y'all money. What we need is a suitable partner who can basically be on the same level or higher than us. And so either that's education, that's finance. Again, I think personally, it ain't more so about education. It's like what education can do for you. So if you got your own bag where it's like, hey, I'm supporting myself, I can support you and the family, and without the education, that's what they care about. You know what I mean? It's like, what else can you bring to the table? Like, if you take over the family and lead the family, what does that look like? I would think women are smart enough to know, okay, maybe he doesn't have it in this particular category, but he makes it up for in this category. But if you ain't making it up in no category, it's like, bro, then I just want you for maybe a sexual relationship, maybe a good time, fun time, but to take you serious, that's why most of them, if they don't get caught up with Poo Poo and Ray Ray with a baby or something like that, then they don't really deal with them except for that, right? They don't really take them serious. So, um, man, dudes just got to step up, man. That's what I say. I don't think it's wrong for women to say, hey, this is what our expectations. And listen, there's some nuance in that. There's a lot of different conversation around are their expectations realistic? That's the only thing about it. But I think they have a lot. Uh, I think dudes just have a lot of work to do, man. I just see dudes, like I said, in the streets, man. And again, I would even say I was probably one of them in the mind state anyway of not being in shape, not really tapping into my highest potential as far as just the mind state, man. The mindset shift of really being a leader. I've been in leadership for a long time, but it's a difference now. It's definitely a difference now because the ambition is there, the drive is there, right? And that just pushes you into other forms of educating yourself when it comes to communication, when it comes to just wisdom, right? Reading certain books and learning different things. And women love to learn from a man. It's just what it is, right? They've learned in school, but it's like, all right, what else can I learn? If this dude is leading me, what else can he teach me, right? And so, also, do you got your bag together? Yeah, I don't personally think you have to be rich, man. I just think you need to be good with money, good with credit, so that y'all can afford the lifestyle that y'all are at, the level of lifestyle. Yeah, do women are they heart partners? Do they always want more? Sure. She just flat out told y'all. But I think if you bring the essentials, man, and you meet them where they at, or even, I mean, depending on what y'all agree upon, it could just be financial. I don't think the education really matter that much to them. I don't. I just think they like, is this dude in a career that he's making money and can support the family, and we, live a certain lifestyle. And I think that goes a long way. Now, if you got the education with it, it's just a cherry on top. It's just extra credit. You know what I mean? Um, but and again, depends on the woman's lifestyle. She may be in certain circles where, titles mean things, right? Education mean things, degrees mean things. But for most dudes out there, they don't really care about that stuff. And even though women do, but I think again, if you bring so much other things to the table, that's not really a deal breaker. I don't feel like it is. Um, but again, I think she really went hard on this one, man. Just flat out telling the truth. And again, for me personally, I hear all the noise around the internet, all the different debates. But for me, I just keep it simple. Women want what they want, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's on us. It's incumbent of men if we want to, if we want these women, meaning not just popping a baby, right? We talking about long-term relationships where you can build a future and build a legacy, and have a fruitful life with another mate. You know what I mean? Then we got to step up, and that comes with number one, man, getting in shape, bro. I just keep saying that, and that don't mean you walking around with a six pack, but that means, dude, you got to be like, you got to look good, man. You got to look good. You can't, because being out of shape goes to so many other issues, right? You're not sleeping properly. You waking up with pains. You borderline diabetes, high blood pressure, right? Other things start to come down the line as you get older, prostate cancer and all that stuff, all the health things. That's why being in shape, you negate a lot of that, right? Ain't nobody perfect, right? There's genetics, there's stuff that passed down, but if you just eating the right foods and stuff like that, staying healthy, that's a man. Get healthy, guys, man. It's too many dudes walking around, man, who just not healthy, bro. That's number one. And then get educated. That doesn't mean you have to go get a degree, but that does mean you have to educate yourself in a trade, in some type of form of a skill. You know what I mean? That doesn't always mean you have to go back and get a degree. You could be educated in real estate. You don't need a degree for real estate. You just need to go pass the test and get a license. Same thing with selling insurance. Go pass the test and get a license. You know what I mean? Plumbing, right? All these different trade things, man. You don't need to go get a 4 years degree for that. Electrician. You know what I mean? So it's so many different trades you could pick up, different skills without you technically having to go to traditional 4 year college. And that's what it means by being educated, right? And then just pick up some leadership skills, man. You have to lead a family. Do some stuff in your community, man. Study the people that you inspired by, who you motivated by, who are, somebody you see as a great leader. How do they speak? How do they carry themselves? How do they dress? You know, get some leadership skills about yourself, man. Some personal development. To become the best version of yourself. That way, once you are in a marriage or you're in a real significant relationship with this woman, you don't feel like you need her in a sense to help lead the relationship. You have to be the one to lead. That's what they're looking for. They have everything else. They come with everything else. You know, that's what they're missing. So this was based on the young lady who's speaking. That's what she's saying, man. It's slim pickings out here, basically. So man, listen, men number one, women want what they want, and women gonna want what they want regardless. And so it's incumbent of us to either step up or don't have no type of legacy to be left, no type of meaningful relationship. Because I feel like life is based on connections. It is. We just design, men and women just design to just mesh together, man. It just makes sense. We're attracted to one another. You know, the way we design, we fit with each other. And you talking about some biblical, man. You know, we from the same creator. You know, so it's something to think about, man. But I think she cooked tonight. I really appreciate this message from her, this content creator. But what y'all think about it, man? What y'all think about this video? Drop a comment below what you think about her message, what you think about my message. And, you know, subscribe to the Husband Code if it's your first time. If you've been watching for a while, subscribe. And, hey, if you got any value from this video, hit that like button. And, you know, hit the notification bell. You keep seeing videos like this every day. And until next time, man, I appreciate y'all. You know, much love. Now, y'all have a great night. We'll catch y'all next time.